2026 Bentley Continental GT arrives after a development period shaped more by regulation and long-term strategy than by urgency to reinvent an already successful formula. Bentley's transition toward electrification has required careful re-engineering of its core models, and the Continental GT has been central to that process. Delays compared to earlier expectations were largely driven by emissions compliance testing, hybrid system integration, and durability validation across multiple markets. Rather than rushing the launch, Bentley chose to align the Continental GT's update with its broader Beyond 100 roadmap, ensuring that performance, refinement, and regulatory readiness progressed together. By 2026, the Continental GT enters the market as a mature product rather than a reactionary one. Pricing expectations reflect this positioning clearly. In Europe, base pricing is expected to start above previous model years, moving into the equivalent of the mid-$250,000 range before taxes and customization. In the United States, pricing is likely to begin around the mid-$260,000 mark, while markets such as the Middle East and China may see higher effective transaction prices due to specification preferences and import structures. Affordability is not the metric Bentley targets, but value is expressed through longevity, craftsmanship, and the ability to configure a car that remains relevant over a decade of ownership. The Continental GT occupies a unique place in Bentley's modern history. When it debuted in the early 2000s, it transformed Bentley from a niche luxury brand into a global grand touring reference. Over multiple generations, the model has established a reputation for mechanical robustness, long-distance reliability, and everyday usability uncommon in its segment. Owners often accumulate significant mileage, reinforcing the Continental GT's identity as a car designed to be driven rather than preserved. The 2026 model continues this legacy by prioritizing durability and consistency over radical experimentation. The platform underpinning the 2026 Continental GT is an evolution of the Volkswagen Group's modular luxury architecture, extensively adapted for Bentley's requirements. Aluminum-intensive construction reduces weight while maintaining rigidity, and strategic reinforcement ensures structural integrity under high torquey loads. This approach matters in real-world use because it balances comfort and performance without sacrificing long-term structural stability. It also allows Bentley to integrate hybrid components without compromising cabin space or ride quality. Exterior design changes for the 2026 model are evolutionary rather than dramatic. The Continental GT retains its long hood, pronounced rear haunches, and low roofline, reinforcing classic grand touring proportions. Subtle refinements to surface detailing improve aerodynamic efficiency while maintaining visual continuity with earlier models. Lighting technology evolves with updated internal signatures, but the iconic round headlamp design remains intact. The overall impression is deliberate restraint, preserving identity while modernizing execution. In terms of size, the Continental GT remains one of the larger coupes in the ultra-luxury segment. Overall length remains close to 5 meters with a wide stance approaching 2 meters in width. These dimensions place it alongside competitors such as the Aston Martin DB12 and Ferrari Roma, though the Bentley emphasizes interior space and ride comfort over compact agility. Rear seating remains usable for short to medium journeys, and luggage capacity continues to support genuine long-distance travel. Powertrain strategy represents the most significant shift for the 2026 model year. Bentley's iconic W12 engine is no longer central to the lineup, reflecting both regulatory pressure and corporate direction. The primary focus moves to a twin-turbocharged V8, paired with an advanced plug-in hybrid system in many markets. This configuration is expected to deliver combined outputs exceeding 700 horsepower, with torque figures designed to prioritize smooth, sustained acceleration. Performance remains strong, with estimated acceleration figures comparable to or surpassing previous flagship variants. Market-specific differences continue to play a role. Some regions may retain non-hybrid V8 options depending on emissions regulations and demand. In stricter markets, the hybrid configuration becomes essential for compliance. The transmission is a dual-clutch automatic, calibrated for seamless shifts in everyday driving and rapid response under load. All-wheel drive remains standard, contributing to stability and traction in varied conditions. The hybrid system is integrated with restraint rather than spectacle. Electric-only operation supports low-speed urban driving and reduces emissions during short journeys. Under acceleration, the electric motor supplements the combustion engine, reducing strain and improving efficiency. This approach allows Bentley to meet regulatory requirements while maintaining the Continental GT's defining character of quiet authority and composure. Within Bentley's global lineup, the 2026 Continental GT continues to serve as a cornerstone model. It sits alongside the Flying Spur as a grand touring alternative for those prioritizing a two-door format. Compared to the Bentayga, it offers a more traditional and driver-focused luxury experience. The Continental GT is designed for owners who value heritage, long-distance capability, and discreet performance rather than overt sportiness. In 2026, it remains less about redefining expectations and more about sustaining relevance in a changing automotive landscape.